Good morning, YouTube. It's Thunder Dan back at it again with another episode of 302 Fishing. Today, guys, we're out here for a quick jaunt of fishing. I just dropped my son off right now, so I only got maybe a couple hours worth of fishing right here. And the acronym K.I.S.S, I'm sure everybody's heard of it. It's Keep It Simple, Stupid. So guess what? Stupid is going to keep it simple. Dog days of summer. Things are difficult. I tried to fish a couple episodes, and I've had no luck whatsoever on the baits that I was trying to use because I was trying to continue on with the top water episodes, and the fish were just not wanting to get onto these baits whatsoever. So you got to slow things down. Again, keep it simple. And what we're going to do is we're going to go out, because I haven't fished with it for a while this year, and that's go out and fish with the Senko. In particular, when I spent a couple bucks that I shouldn't have, but I did because I normally go for the cheaper baits. But again, this gentleman is world famous. He's all over the internet, and everybody swears by them. We are going to use the Senko by Gary Yamamoto. This is the Green Pumpkin Magic. It's 4 inches in size. And that bait right there is the bait you want to use when the fish are just not moving, and it's just tough as heck to get something going. But that little slow fall down and that wiggle of that worm, man, is just enough to go ahead and make those bass react and jump onto that bait. So that's why we came to the pond in particular. That we come here because of, the challenge that I want, and that's the kidney bean pond right over here where this house is at. I'm pairing it up with a VMC wacky weedless, which is this right here. It's 2-aught. And the reason why we're using this hook right here is because on most of these community ponds, they have that nylon mesh that's on the bottom so that the water coming through the storm drains and everything else doesn't erode the ground away and everything else. But if you use a normal, extra wide gap hook or anything else, and the hook is exposed and it falls into one of those little squares, you're toast. You got to cut the line off, re-rig again. So I ain't about that today. So I'm going to try to mitigate that factor with that small weedless rig. We're going to try to go with weightless right now to see if that works, if I'm able to get the distance across to where I need to get to. Because, again, right where this house is at right now, you can't walk right in front of there where I feel the fish are at, because obviously it's their property. So we're on the side where the public goes to, technically. But if it doesn't work, then we'll get a small weight on there, and then that way I'm sure we'll get the distance that we need, and we're going to try to do what we can on these slow days, especially particularly today, because we are fishing almost midday, 10:30 to about maybe 1:30. I don't have the time to get out during the morning or in the afternoon today because I'm traveling to New Jersey and taking my son to meet his eldest and youngest sister. And that's going to be a drive. So let me get out of the car right here, stop talking, get the fishing. I'm going to go ahead and tie that wacky rig and get that Senko on there, put that line out in the water. And if we're lucky, guys, we're going to get some fish on. All right, so here we go. One rod, one bait. Get over here and start on the back side and get by this pipe over here. And we're going to fish close first. We're going to fish right against these reeds and everything else. I'm going to start off to my right hand side since I think that the bass will be over there tight up against that back side. But we'll go ahead and get in the area. I mean, this pond is teeming with bait all over the place already, so that's kind of a good sign. But you can see how chocolatey this water is. So hopefully, I'm sure these fish will see this bait. It's dark enough with the green pumpkin that we're using. But let's get that bait out there and we'll see if we can get something going here. Again, nothing spectacular, guys. Just enough to get the bait off of the ground, enough for it to flutter on back down, because the fish are usually going to hit on the drop on this. But we'll see how long it takes for these fish to react to this bait, because again, it's broad daylight. You see the sun is out. There's clouds here and there, but not enough to give me an overcast day that I would like to have. Today we're using a carbon fire speed stick. The length is 7 foot. I got fast action tip on it, and this is a medium heavy rod that we're using. We got 10-pound Berkeley Trilene XL Smooth on here. And again, the world famous Gary Yamamoto's Senko on the end. This line's getting slack. Looks like we got a fish on. All right, guys, we got one on already. All right, didn't even take 15 minutes. Pounder, guys, maybe. But there you go. The Senko is in action right now. I was crazy because I didn't feel a tap, but I felt the line get like super loose, like there was nothing on the end of the line, and that's why I kind of reeled up and tightened just a little bit. And I felt the fish just to move in there, and that's why I took that strike. But again, it's a small one. But look how stout that little guy is, man. He's going to grow into be a tank, I'm telling you right now. But let's get that fish out there and look for the big ones. And she's gone. So you don't traditionally always feel that tap on the line. Sometimes you feel slack in the line. It's kind of like maybe like when you get a carp and everything else. It does the same thing. It'll bring the bait towards you, and you'll think that like there's nothing on the end of that line. But when you reel that line just ever so slightly and tight, you'll feel that tiny little nibble, and that'll give you the clue to go ahead and whack that fish if it's still biting on that line. And that's exactly what I did with that fish right there. So again, subtle hits. And another thing about this bait, visual cues. Even though you're not seeing the bite, if you see that line moving left and right, there's probably a fish on the end of that. So again, you'll strike the opposite way the fish is going so you can get the hook set into the mouth and bring your bounty in once you get the hook in the lip. All right, let's get a quick toss right over here. Let's see if we can make it over there. Yeah, we're good. I'd like to put a weight on there, but I just don't feel like tying it right now to get a little closer to that the reeds over there, but I don't have the time to do that, nor do I know how deep this water is, so I'm not going to take the risk. And it does look like our line is moving way to the left. Fish on. Oh, I totally missed that. I don't know if you noticed or not, my line was going whoop to the left. But we're going to cast that back out there again. Again, it looks like we're just dealing with some small ones right now. But let's get that back out there again. As I predicted, like I said, they'll be on that side. All right, here we go. Visual, visual, visual. Keep an eye on your bait. But this action is definitely way better than the last 2 days that I've been dealing with. I mean, not even movement, not even swirls, nothing going on. Just, you would think you were in the middle of a desert. But I'm looking at things like this. See the bubbles going on right here? Sometimes them bass are skimming right across the bottom and bringing those bubbles up. But of course, you got to be wary of the turtles. But they're real tiny ones. So my suggestion, or my thought in my mind is, it's probably not them doing it because there's no big turtles in here. The only one I saw was a huge one. It was actually caught in this pipe when they were working on that development across there, and they didn't want the debris come through, and it sucked them right into it and killed them. Had a bit of good 15-pound snapper. Oh, right there, right at our feet, guys. He snapped the Senko right in half, but boom, there's two fish. Hit me right at my feet. Ouch, he got me, stuck me. Calm down, silly. I'll get you off in a second here. All right, little dink. On you go. Man, he must have followed that thing all the way in because I saw the flash right here. She hit it and just moved. All right, so we got a couple fish on. Just a quick note, it has been confirmed. My roommate did take the job. They offered it to him, and he will be moving from Delaware down to Mississippi. So Jason, congratulations on your new job, Mary. I'm sure you're going to kill it down there. He's going to be making a hell of a lot more money than he would here in Delaware, and I don't blame him for doing what he's going to do and make more money, obviously. Who doesn't want to aspire to make more money? But if you guys want to drop a congratulations to Jason, you're more than welcome to go ahead and drop a note down in the reply section right there. But again, We don't even know if the landlord's going to let us stay at the place or not. Again, we've been there for 8 years. I would hope they would let us stay there. But again, you got the stress level a little bit, letting you know that, hey, change might be coming. So you obviously see that this episode's a little bit late. And as I told you previously on the episode here, if we see the gaps, you know exactly why. So let's get this line back out here, man. And let's see if we can drum up another fish. All right, so again, I'm sure you noticed in the past few episodes, the Oakster is, hasn't been on our channel as of late. And again, he's preparing for leaving his love, which is fishing, and moving on to his side piece, his mistress, which is hunting. So I'm not going to go too much into that. He will be definitely in an episode, probably not this weekend, but the following weekend. And I'll let him go into that as to, what he's doing and, when he'll reappear back again. But, he's got to do what he's got to do. I knew this time was coming, so I got to try to keep the episodes up for you guys to ride throughout the year. But, again, that's not to say he won't come in from time to time to fish with me when he doesn't have a chance to go out hunting. Pretty butterfly right there. The whole place is teeming right here. See this purple plant? That's actually a butterfly bush. And there's all kinds of monarchs. I saw a couple tigers come by. They bring all kinds of stuff. Moths. But they get the nectar off of there, obviously, for their sustenance. I'm hoping you can see all that, guys. See all those little fish? All those tiny little bait fish? That or it could be baby bass, fry, who knows? Look at that. See that? He went up right after those bait fish. That was crazy. Look at all these dragonflies. There's like 6, 7 of them flying around me. Hopefully I would have got a cool shot here on the GoPro. It's right behind me. Maybe you might see it right now if I'm able to pop a view up of it to you. All right, we're just heading our way down here and just got to find the gap, and we'll be walking into the enchanted forest to get to the water. But usually it's this spot right here. You can see the little opening right here. And if I walk right where that butterfly bush is at, that's where we're going to be at. But you can clearly see the gap from where I've been walking in. So let's get down there. But these plants, as soon as I'm walking by, they're literally as tall as I am. But I got to keep my arms up so I can get through here. Got all the pretty butterfly bushes, but we do have a flat piece of land that we can deal with here, and we made it. So here's that netting again that we're dealing with. We're going to try to stay well away from that. Tell you one thing, that breeze does feels good. Compared to the last few days we had when it's just stifling hot and the wind doesn't want to blow at all. But this is what we're talking about. This is where your patience comes in, because the summer heat just slows these fish down, man. They're not, again, wanting to chase anything all around right around this time. Like I said, it's always the night and the mornings when they want to move around, and it's a lot cooler. But you just got to fight through these times, and hopefully you get a gem. All right, so I shot a couple pieces of B-roll. Hopefully you guys would have enjoyed them at the beginning of the episode and during. But we're gonna go down here to the corner here, and we're gonna fish our guts out here, and then we'll go back to the original spot to where we started from and see if we can bust up a couple more bass out of there. And I'm surprised all this year, I have not found one tick on myself as of yet, even when I'm walking through all of this garbage here. But I always wear long pants. Guys, I cannot stress it enough, man. Lyme disease is prevalent here in Delaware. And I think I've alluded to it past episodes ago. But again, I've had a close family member that had to deal with the symptoms of Lyme disease. And again, it is a killer. You got to be careful. Check yourself every time you're in all kinds of craziness like this. Or trees. Or it doesn't matter if you're overhead. Ticks fall down onto you too. Check your ears. Check your hair. Of course, I ain't got to worry. I'm bald, but still, I still check.
But we're gonna come down to this corner, and I think we'll get a fish or two out of here. So guys, I'm gonna put a brief clip right here. I saw this pretty blue butterfly I've never seen before. But if anybody's an entomologist, or if they know that species of butterfly, drop a comment below and let me know what kind of butterfly that is, because normally we just see the monarchs and the tigers around, but never that color. But real pretty blues in there, man. So hopefully you guys got a good glimpse of that butterfly. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and head down this little opening right here. Again, plenty of people have been here to try to create a little tiny trail. Again, hopefully the owner over here doesn't rat on us, because all the other neighbors, they don't mind. They always talk to me, man. Someone's giving me drinks and everything else, but we'll fish here as long as we can. Doesn't seem like he's outside. He's probably staying cool, which is smart of him. All right, let's toss out towards the middle. Damn it. Why did I know that was going to happen? As predicted, I knew as soon as I go backwards here, I was going to get hooked up in that plant over there. And of course, I ripped off the Senko, but we're going to try it again. I just have to keep looking behind me so I know where I'm at and hope for the best, and it goes out far enough out in the middle for me. But, you know, it happens. Where, oh, where are the bass today? Big, big wake out there. Of course, right where we came from. That's how it usually works, guys. Oh, here's one right here, guys. Fish on. Oh, all that time. Do I have him? I think I do. Yep, little dink. Oh, all that time, man. I had a nice solid hit, man. And he gets off, but it was a dink. Dang it. All right, let's get that thing fixed up. Right out in the middle of nowhere here. All right, let's try to get back out in that area again. Let's see if there's another one over there. I didn't see him, man, but I could just feel that it was really, really small. But I didn't make a count when I needed to make a count after a whole hour and a half of casting. Oh, here's another one. Fish on. That's bigger than the other one. There you go. Finally. After all that time, he swallowed it. Oh, no, he didn't. He's good. I thought he swallowed that hook. Again, less than a pound. But definitely need to get the pliers here, because I'm not going to be able to reach in there with my fat fingers. But I was getting kind of despondent a little bit. Didn't think I was going to catch another one, but there it is. And she's gone. All right, so I didn't have any rings for my wacky rig, because again, we're going through these things. They're literally getting sliced right in half by every fish that we're catching right now, which again, I think totals 4. One really almost came in shore, but they're getting whacked and cut. And I wish I had those bands right there to kind of make these baits last a lot longer, but I kind of figured we were going to go through these baits because of that reason. But all in order to make an episode, I wanted to use something I know is tried and true by most people, and I'll get that back out there again since we're having luck right there in that area. I don't know if you guys notice or not when I'm throwing the bait and everything, you always see me pull the line out a little bit. What you want to do is, as soon as that bait hits the water, keep the bail open and just pull out maybe another 6 or 7 inches, because the idea is you want the bait to drop right exactly where you put it, not clicking the bail and it comes backwards on you and away from where your target is at, whether it be structure, trees, limbs, or docks, or anything else like that. But obviously we don't have to worry about structure here, but it's just force of habit. It's the only reason why I'm doing it right now. Oh, there's a decent one. There's a decent one right there, guys. Oh yeah. Oh, oh no, here we go. Oh yes. There it is. We got the big one, guys. It's about 3 pounds maybe. Oh Lord, it might be a bit bigger than that, guys. Holy mess, look at this. Senko. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't. Oh, no. Don't break off. Don't break off, please. Oh, my God. He just broke right off, guys. Did you see that? He came right off the hook. Oh, my God. He bashed up the wireless, everything. But you know what? You saw it, guys. That would have been a good 3 or 4 pounder. Easy. I mean, that thing just absolutely destroyed that Senko. All right, we're good to go. Dang it. I should have given her one more jerk, man. Boy, that sun is overhead and it is beaming hot right now. But we'll bring this one last retrieve in. Do we have a fish here? Yep, here we go, guys. There's a fish. Fish on. All right. About a pounder, pound and a half. Right in that same spot. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. I am happy. This is the most productive this pond has been in months. But again, same thing, just a pound. We're looking for Mama. She's gone.
All right, so there you have it. I stuck with the mantra as I started off this video with, and that was keep it simple, stupid. And guess what? Stupid caught some fish. That Senko, those fish just cannot resist, man. If it falls right in front of their face, they're gonna go after it. You just jerk it and it flutters on down, and just the natural instincts comes into them to go ahead and try to attack that bait. I'm not gonna lie to you, we threw a lot of casts today. It was very warm out there. Again, dog days of summer. It's slow, and that's why we used this bait right there. And for that particular reason, just to get something going, because these last 2 episodes that I was failing miserably on to try to film, we finally brought some fish into the scene here. But we got some 1 pounders, we got a dink, and yes, I'm even gonna count that 3 to 4 pounder that came right to the shoreline and then popped off there. Hopefully would have caught all the action as I was bringing it in. But I think when I let that rod down just a little bit, and that line got a little bit loose and that fish shook its head, that's probably why it came off there. But I wasn't able to get a really good hook set on it because I had all kinds of craziness all around me. I had, you know, butterfly bushes, trees, everything else here. And I just don't want to go whaling back and then messing up my rod or snapping the line or whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, we got some good fish on, and sitting here in the parking lot waiting for my son. He gets in the car, we're gonna run up, I'm gonna enjoy my time with all 3 of my kids. My 2 daughters are waiting for me. We're gonna have a good meal. Hopefully you guys have some good times with your significant others, your families. Hopefully you would have caught some great fish. As always, guys, like, subscribe, push that notification bell. And last but not least, fish on.